Hello, my name is Mike Eastridge. I'm chair of the Holston Conference Strategy Team. I'm here with the Reverend Amy Aycock, the newest member of our strategy team, and we appreciate the insight that you've been giving us over the course of the past year. For those of you that are new to Holston Conference or as members of the annual conference, let me give you just a brief overview of what the conference strategy team is and what we're doing. In 2017, the Holston Annual Conference adopted in full the Holston Conference Strategy Plan. The purpose of the plan is to structure the conference to help enable people and to facilitate new mission and ministry throughout annual conference. You can review the plan on the conference website. If you haven't done so, you'll want to do that before annual conference. There are 7 elements to the plan, and the conference strategy team has divided itself into 7 different subcommittees, and the purpose of those subcommittees are to actually implement the plan that you approved last year at the annual conference. We're going to go over just briefly some of the elements of the plan, but we encourage you to read the actual report in the book of reports that you'll be receiving before annual conference. Rather than go through each element, I do want to focus on 2 elements in particular that we find the most exciting part of the plan, and for you to consider ways that you might be a part of implementing this new design for Holston Annual Conference moving into the future. The overarching goal of the comprehensive strategy plan is to strengthen the connection, because we know that we're better when we work together. And we're all one body of Christ, and we're all called to be disciples of Christ and call more disciples for the transformation of the world. So the strategy plan is designed to create a structure for annual conference to enable us to do that more effectively, more innovatively, and more efficiently. Among the elements of the strategy plan are ways to support clergy and churches, to find greater health in the finances, to look at all the committees and the agencies of the conference to make sure we're not overlapping in our responsibilities. We're looking at the way the conference is staffed and looking at communications. But I'd like for Amy to talk a little bit about the most exciting part of the plan, and it's the core part of the plan that really calls us to be able to do mission and ministry together. And that's the structure of the missional hubs.
Yeah. So I just want to echo what Mike said. This is my favorite part of the conference strategy, the part that I'm most excited about. We have come up with a hashtag for missional hubs, and it's called #Passion in Action. And so what we want people to think about with missional hubs is, how do we take our spiritual gifts that God has given us and combine those with the things that really make us come alive when we do them, what we're most passionate about, and connecting those in community within our local church and with other churches within the district where we are, so that we can partner together and do more together to grow God's kingdom. So we're really excited about that. You're going to see a video at annual conference. It's going to talk more about what missional hubs look like, and also share some good news stories of transforming work that's already happening with already existing missional hubs within our conference. And we're hoping to launch missional hubs conference-wide in fall of 2018. So stay tuned, get excited, and begin to think about how you can join in and put your passion into action.
Thanks, Amy. It is exciting, and again, this is the very center of the entire conference strategy plan, is to enable people to fulfill their call to mission. So keep your attention for that. Doing so good. So keep attuned to additional information about how you can be a part of your missional hub in your district. Another new exciting development is the 7th element of the comprehensive strategy plan, and that's communications. Reverend Aycock is the chair of that subcommittee working on communications, so I'd like for her to share with you a little bit about the things that they're working toward and what they're doing.
So communications, it is so hard, I think, to keep up with how fast things change in our social media and in websites, and keeping things upgraded and relevant to where we are today in the rest of the world. And so the Communications Subcommittee is working with communications staff at the conference level, as well as the Communications Advisory Board, and we're also pulling in task force professionals in the wider mass media and communications profession to help us take a look at everything that we're doing as a conference to communicate among districts, to communicate from the conference level, so that we're all on the same page about what's happening in the life of our conference. We're staying focused on our shared mission and purpose as churches in the Holston Conference, and also we're being more intentional to share those good news stories that God is doing transformational work in us and among us, and being able to put that at the forefront and be reminded of where our hope is, and to see evidence of God's work in our lives to keep inspiring us and encouraging us to keep going. So that's really the impetus for our work in the Communications Subcommittee, and we're excited to roll out some new tools. We're looking at potentially a conference app. We're also looking at upgrading the website, and also about adding a bilingual translator so that all of our communications eventually can be in English and in Spanish. So that's just kind of a taste of where we're going, and we're excited about that.
Thank you, Amy. So you can see there's a lot of exciting developments taking place, and we want to make sure that you know that you have a part in the implementation of this strategy plan. God places on your heart new ideas or visions for mission and ministry, and we want you to be a part of the process as well. So please don't hesitate to let us know if you have an interest in the plan. You can find the plan on the website under the Conference Strategy Team page, and you can also ask us if you have any questions. But above all that, we ask for your continued prayers and guidance as we move forward. And thank you again for your time, and we look forward to seeing you at the lake.